All right, so we did Pao Chuan putting together. We're going to do Heng Quan putting together now. Let's finish these up. So Heng Quan is crossing fist or ringing fist, and I just saw something that called a horizontal fist. So it actually is going to be, again, this sort of solar plexus height when we punch out, and then the fist coming in together, as we talked about in just the arms bit. Same stepping with as we did with Pao Chuan. So that horizontal fist, because it's coming out horizontally. So this horizontal flat plane. So we have, horizontal, vertical, and coronal, like a clock would be, sort of facing up against the wall, that flat. But this is coming in horizontal this way. So crossing fist because it crosses under, ringing fist because the way we rotate the forearms, it's almost like you're wringing out like a towel or cloth. So it is the Heng Quan is crossing, ringing fist. It is the element of earth. That's the last one we haven't done yet. And as it's earth, spleen technically, but I've also seen where it's combined with the stomach, so sort of spleen, stomach. So again, stomach's about here at the solar plexus. We want to use that as the gauge on ourselves of where we want that fist to sit with that. Again, we're using us as our own sort of shadow boxing opponent, and to use our own frame and everything in that context, in that frame of reference. So, do the same thing as we did with Pao Chuan here, give you the different sort of angles and how to turn. Well, we'll do the turn in a minute. So I'm going to right into Santi. Both hands make fists. So first you can just step up and punch. Now I'm going to step out to the corner. I'm going to step out to the corner that way. So that means this foot has to step straight in terms of the sort of original frame of reference. But as I do that, and I come up, my body will use this almost like a parry. And I come in, so hand and foot together, step and punch. So, this foot, to me, in my reference frame, is straight. This foot, the back foot, and the fist are coming out 45 degrees. So you see, if I'm face to face with someone, I'm on an angle. With the original reference frame, I'm stepping out to 45 and punching straight. Step up and punch. Step up. See how my body naturally, as I come up, has that sort of corkscrew parry with it. And I come in and out. I raise my shoulder a little bit. Don't do that. Up and out. See how it kind of comes. You want this fist to kind of come out. The turning is almost a little bit like Zhuan Chuan, where you just turn and step right in. Step out and corner. Step up straight. As the foot comes up, we rotate the arms, rotate the fists, and step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, it's a left turning, right leg, left arm. Turn, rotate, and punch. So sort of forward and back there. Go side to side. Again from Santi. Just punch out. Rotate. So here I'm stepping to the corner. Here I'm punching straight. So after that initial thing, because you want to get opposite hand, opposite foot with it. So it's almost like a reverse punch. So opposite hand, opposite foot, and stepping out. So ringing, crossing fist. I was taught originally it being crossing fist. I like to put the ringing in there as well because it does have that sort of thing with it, like you're squeezing out with the, like a wet cloth or towel. So again, nice to play mildly because it's going to help in with the digestion. A little bit of a note that I saw in here before, I've heard it said that Heng Quan here has a little bit of all 4 elements in it, as well as its own identity as well. And you can kind of see that. So you almost have Heng Quan in with that. The forward and back, some of it has reminiscence of this. The way it comes forward and the stepping kind of has Pao Quan. And the way that you're kind of twisting and penetrating through. So yeah, it has a little bit of all of them in it. I think that's one of the reasons why it's sort of usually seen as taught last. Again, the way I showed this and the way it's layered in with this playlist is with the creative cycle. So metal starts first, and then water. You know, if you have metal, then you have the condensation that's creating water. Water feeds wood, wood feeds fire. You know, forest fire helps enrich an earth, and then metal is birthed out of earth. So you complete the cycle that way. A lot of the times you'll see Xingyi taught with Heng Quan second as opposed to Zhuan Quan. So Heng Quan being the crushing fist, which is wood, before water. My guess is because that's also like Pi Chuan and Bong Chuan, those are sort of like the Peng and Lu fists of Xingyi. So if you know those two, you're really doing great in Xingyi. So those are almost sort of like the base for some other stuff. Heng Quan you almost always see last. And not only, I mean, my way with that is with the creative cycle, but also you do kind of need all the other ones to be able to tink together Heng Quan well. So we're going to start there. And this gets missed a lot. That transition from one punch to the other. Here's what I mean. So I'm here, I punch, and I'm facing the corner. When I step, I don't know if you can see, when this foot resets to sort of original straight prime or something like that, I guess, I don't know. My upper body almost still stays here, where my punch is coming out towards you, but my body's going this way. When I step out straight, my body still holds that, but as I reset on the angle of this foot, my body resets as well, as this fist comes in. So this fist is coming in, because again, hand, foot, elbow, knee. That's important. This part is important as the weight comes forward, because that's parrying and working the angles. Since we're stepping on these triangulated angles and working our way back in, we kind of got that weaving stepping going in there. It's important for this because that's going to open up that opportunity. So if you got someone here and you can open up that opportunity, say that's, you know, if I'm being my own opponent here, I'm opening this up, which means all this is fit. You know, even if you just start messing with someone's obliques and ribs, it's gonna be hard to start keep punching. It's gonna be hard to get that side up. That's gonna hurt. You know, and then if it's, you know, heaven forbid you really need to use it, that's gonna start penetrating in, you got stuff in here that you need. But even just messing with the obliques and stuff like that, it's going to start to suck. So you really want to get that in. So again, that's where some of the crossing comes in with it as well. You're crossing outside of someone. You can cross in as well, but that's where you kind of got to be careful of you're giving yourself a whole other line of sight for that other fist. So you might have to make real small, a lot of crosses in there to make sure that, oh, okay, well you opened me up, but I got that coming right at. So you got to be careful with that. So again, real fast, little demo, quick again. And then from the sides. Alrighty then. So that is going to be it's going to be it for the 5 elements. Those are the main fists of Xingyi. With Sun style, this is Sun style. There are the 12 animals. There's a 5 elements leaking. There's a couple other longer forms, and a Hawk's 8 step, which is a little bit shorter, repeats forward and back. A few things with that. And I got a stick routine that I play with it as well. The one Sun Yang sword routine that I have, I guess from what I've been able to research, is also from Sun style. And it's sort of like a Xingyi Bagua thing, but also talks about being like one of the 8 immortals sort of sword thing, and is used a lot to sort of clear out space for something as well. That's weird. I'm sorry. I think I got bit. So there's still other stuff, a lot of other stuff with Sun style, but if you're going to learn Xingyi, the animals are based pretty much on the 5 element fists. So if you learn nothing else from Xingyi but like one thing, that would be Santi. If you learn only one fist, make that Pichuan. If you can't learn the whole thing, make sure you get the 5 element fists down, and that will be huge. You become proficient at the Xingyi Wuxing, the 5 elements. Man, you're badass. So have fun, good luck, play safe, play well, play like internals, everything interconnected, everything whole. Play mildly, don't worry about a lot of fudging, issuing power at first. Get everything correct first, and all that will start being able to happen on its own. So, signing off right now, do all the cool YouTubey stuff, and see you later.